Hello everyone and welcome back to another Adobe Express challenge. Today we are bringing the spooky vibes. I mean, if you watched Ryan earlier, you're already in that Halloween theme. It is October 1st, so let's get right into the vibes for today. I have to admit that usually I'm not that fast going into Halloween. Cuz here in Canada it's Thanksgiving before Halloween, so it's usually that and then. But for you all, I will, do I will get into the vibes for you. So let's hop right away into what I have prepared for you today. So when I was tasked with having a spooky challenge, I thought about what is the most spooky to me, and it is definitely bad clients. So today we will be designing a spooky zine with some bad clients' behavior. So this is just some mock-ups to get your imagination going. And if you want to follow along, you can get that link in the description with the starter kit, which is a remixable template on Adobe Express. So here is where it gets a little complicated, but we will get there all together. So let's go in Adobe Express. So I have previously made a template in Adobe Illustrator. I could have done this very quickly as well in Adobe Express, but I just wanted to make the work faster and also just give me a guide on what to do. But once I have this template done, it's easier to actually update it in Adobe Express. So before we get started, I want to say hi to my friends because I'm seeing a lot of familiar names here. So hi to Keys, Idara, Robert, Umacorn, Clever, going with the clever puns, with Halloween puns. And we have Arif, we have Ray, Apura. It's so good to see you all, and I hope that you're gonna like this challenge. It is a packed one, so I'm just gonna go right in it and start designing. So here we have 2 pages. So here, sorry, let me go back here. This is the main template of the zine that we will be creating. And this here is the back where we have the cover and, the cover and the back. All of the rest, all this, we don't need to do anything. We just need to focus on this one here. And before we get started, I'm so sorry, I forgot to show you the most important thing, which is the little model that I have done for you. Look at this. Hold on, let me make sure it's in the front of the camera. It is literally tiny, and it's like an accordion, but like how fun. How fun is this? So this is what we're creating today. So let's go back to Adobe Express. Here. Okay, so here where you see the numbers, as you can notice, they are upside down, and like here with the 5, 6, this is like the regular way of seeing numbers. This is normal. This is an indicator that here everything needs to be upside down. Here it needs to be the right side, again upside down, and the right side. So again, if you are a little confused with this, you can go to this blog post. This is where I got inspired for this project, which Idara, if you can kindly share that link into the chat, that would be amazing. But you can see here how it's working and where you need to cut the zine afterwards. Okay, let's design. So for this, I wanted to have like a funky font, like not funky, but something that is serif, because when I think about spooky, for some reason I think about like vintage, like old spooky, and specifically with bad clients behavior. It's maybe because I'm rewatching Mad Men right now that I'm feeling like that. But I mean, this is the vibe that we're going with today. So I have a new font that I have added. I basically did everything with the designer confession, which I have been working on for the whole month of September. And what I'm looking for here is, it is called, I'm so sorry, 2 more. I want the Perendori semi-condense. Actually, I want it condensed, like so. I have prepared some text. It's just easier for me to copy paste. And I will start with the first scary thing from a client, and it is ghosting after sending a proposal. We don't want that. I want to make sure everything is justified to the left. I'm just going to bring down this line spacing. There's a lot of space, and because this is tiny, I just want to make sure that, you know, everything is condensed and like has enough space on the page. And as I'm going here, I'm going to remove the page number. I'm bringing this here, and I'm just going to flip that around so it's a perfect 180 degree, and then just positioning it right here. Now, working upside down is a little hard, but I'm going to duplicate this. So if you want to just do that quickly, you can hold the Alt key, slide it, and then you can come and get the second spooky thing about clients. And that would be the scope creep monster. So here, the scope creep monster. Please tell me if you've had some scary clients encounter before, and if you agree with what I have on my list, because that would be super fun. Like so. Now, as you can see, this process gets a little bit repetitive, but that's how you make a 16-page zine. So just so I can like kind of speed this up here, I'm going to just delete the page number. Oops. Do this. Just like something like this. I love. I can do that in Canva. Hey, that is scary. First of all, you should do it in Express, not Canva. But that is scary when I hear this. This is massive red flag. So as you can see, sometimes you might like see it's like a little too much here for me. Like it's because I like to keep it like that 3 line for those little like sayings. So here I'm actually going to change it, and I'm going to make a different page just so we keep that fun momentum in the zine. And I'm going to go with Elsa text because, as you know, this is my favorite. And I'm going to make it smaller like so. And I'm going to put it white. Now, okay, I have a question for all of you because I intentionally, like at first, as you can see here, I thought that red would be a good color for the zine because it's spooky and bloody. But to me, that does not necessarily work with clients. Like, how about we say like blue because it's like blue with fear? Is this like an idiom? Let me know if you agree with blue or you would like red. In the meantime, I will create a shape here, and I want a rectangle. I'll just keep it black for now. I will remove the border. I'll bring it here and make sure that it covers the entirety of the page, and I'm going to bring it in the back like that. So see how that's fun, like it's giving a bit of momentum for the page here. Let me just make sure that we are covering that line here. Perfect. Now I'm going to do the exact same. We're actually doing good for time. Hey, Rob, you have to keep me on time here again. This is your job. This is like the contract that we have together. And I'm going to select all this. I'm holding down my shift key. Then when I have selected everything, I can click on the Alt key like so, just sliding that down. I can actually bring it here, but I did not remove the numbers, so that's fine. I'll do that later. And then I can just flip it like so. Perfect. 180. And now I'm like set up for the next row. which I can make quickly. So I saw some bloody red. Okay, let's do red. I guess I should always follow my instincts. Is this something that we like? Let me know in the chat if you do. Oops, actually want. I did the wrong color, picked the wrong. There you go. And do you want to keep the font like this here, the type black, or do you want it red like in the example? Which the example, you also have access that presentation in the remixable template. There's a link that you can access that presentation. So let me know, do you want this here, you want to keep it black, or do you want to have it red? So the exposure payment, I mean, that's the scariest one to me, because obviously we want to be paid. The exposure payment, what the revision loop, when the revisions, they don't stop. Oops, that's not the right one. Like so. Everyone hates the revision loop. The vanishing brief. Yes, the brief, like, they don't know that it exists. I'll put this here because the one with Elsa text, it's for the longer ones. My cousin says, because that means they asked someone else that is not part of the contract or not even working for the company, but they seem to know better. So my cousin says, nightmare. We all hate that for sure. Okay, we're doing good here. So we want the text red as well. Okay, so super easy. I mean, sometimes let's see if I can select. Yes, I can select multiple text box, and then I'm gonna click on fill and that color picker, and there you go. Quick and easy for this. Now let me just remove all of those numbers, because what I'm going to do is copy everything, because then it will be actually perfectly. If I just copy it like that, whoop, it's already in the right order. So then it's super easy for us to just copy. Okay, I have a good one here. I'm gonna do it here just because we need to see it properly. Macro managing demons. We don't like this. Actually, I will do it for this one. Macro managing, and macro managing is a big word, so let's just add a hyphen and then bring managing like so. So then we still keep our 3-row kind of saying. Endless meeting, no progress. Oh my goodness. Yes, we don't like that. So you see here, like, what is the intention in order to fill all of the pages. And whenever you're happy with this, I'd say let's have fun with it. So it can be a little bit repetitive like that. So let's say here, we want to do something special, and there is one that is late payment. We all hate the late payment. Spooky, that to me is the spookiest. So let's add it here. It is in red right now. We'll do it in white. And let's have fun with the layout of this one, where we, just let me bring the line spacing. There you go, like so. We put it at a 90-degree instead of a full 180. We'll make it bigger. Bring it in the center like that. And I think because it is the most spookiest, that was really bad English. Sorry, this is the French coming out. But because this is the spookiest, let's add an asterisk to this, and it will give kind of a fun element to this design. So let's just copy that, double click, and then add an asterisk like so, like that. And I actually want to make that bigger. Perfect. Do we like this so far? Can you make it bigger? Oh, the logo. You know what? Yes. Make the logo bigger. Nightmare. You are absolutely right. What else do we have? Can you put this GIF on the cover? Oh my goodness. Yes, it happens. And that's like sometimes you need to educate your client. This is just the reality of it. And that's okay. It just takes a lot of patience. Sometimes they are new to like what you do. And it is scary, it is spooky. You need to have a lot of patience. But hey, it's part of it. So now I want to design the cover. We have a few minutes left, but we can definitely do this. So actually, let me go back here. I'm going to grab this rectangle. Going to go here for the cover. Can I copy paste it? Yes. I want to bring it here. It is upside down, which is exactly what I want. And then I think having a cool image on top, which I previously did in Firefly, actually. I did like Afraid Woman vintage style. I made a quick sketch and I referenced it, but let me upload it because it is so fun. And I had prepared it in blue just in case if you picked blue, but I have it in red as well, which is this here. And how amazing is this? So I actually built this in Firefly, and then I brought it in Photoshop just because it was black and white, and I wanted to make sure that whenever I removed the background, it was done properly. I did use the quick action to remove the background in Photoshop, and I fixed it with the layer mask afterwards. This is a little advanced, but just like telling you the full process here. And this may be a little too red. We'll have to adjust this. And then I exported it as a PDF to bring onto here, and I put a overlay of color on it. I also like it in black. Maybe I can show. Maybe black here would be fun. Let's actually see. Can we replace it? Oh no, it didn't replace. But it's actually super fun in black as well. But hey, so let's do this here. Looking at the time, 8 minutes. Thank you, Rob. Maybe that was a little earlier. Like so, and then let's add our title. This is what I like to do. So once you have everything going on in your file, it's really easy to just go and grab and copy paste. So it saves some time. And what do I have here? Cursed contract. This is the title. Like so, I'm gonna remove the colon. Like so, because the other reason why I copy pasted it is because I already have the good line spacing, and I know that it is exactly what I've been working on the other page. So just again, faster way of working. I'm gonna turn this around. Then I have cursed contract, and I mean, isn't she cute? Like she's really afraid of the contract. Oh, I missed some. You can see here I missed some when I cleaned it up. It's all good. No worries for that. Okay, and now we're gonna do the back, which I'm also going to go and copy paste this here and go here. Remove the back. And I kind of have like, you know, at the back when you have like the Coles note of a book, I did this here, and it's just saying, are you the perfect client? And it's just like a fun way to describe everything that is inside. Okay, this is huge, but that's okay. We can make that small. Let's do 10. Let's go on to Elsa text, and let's do it white. And just like repositioning my text box here, making it left align, and bring it here, like so. Okay, so 5 minutes, this is perfect. So basically, this is how your 16-page zine should look like. So here you have everything filled up and like have some fun with it. And here only the cover and the back. So now you would like, if you want to print it at home, what I would do is if you click margins here, you can show bleed, and this is exactly what you want. It's gonna do it automatically for the first page as well. And you go to download, and then you go to PDF, which says best for printing, and you do show bleed. So that way, when it shows the bleed, add the crop marks too. You can cut around the crop marks. Because the thing is, if you're printing it at home, it's not gonna go full bleed out of the page. You'll still need to cut around a little bit just to make sure that whenever you're folding it, that it's going to be like sitting on it properly. Now, if we go back here, once it is printed, you want to follow these lines on where to cut. And I have made this little example here. So you cut it here until the 4, until the 7, until the 12, and that's it. The rest where you see the gray lines, this is where you will fold it. So if you are a little extra like me, I did a scoring line using an X-Acto knife and a ruler just so it would bend better. If you don't know what I just said, that's just fine. You can just fold as you would fold a regular paper. And then you have to make sure that the cover, so the cover, depending, you can print both sides, but depending on your printer, it may not print exactly where it's supposed to be, right? Like this would be like one side, and this would be the other side. So what I did is I actually printed the cover on a separate page, cut it out, and then glued it on the top for the cover. So for the folding, it's a little complicated to explain, but I'd say go here and follow the steps for the folding, and you will have a mini zine. I have some examples just so you can see a little better. This was my final design for this mini zine. I mean, how fun. I did a little bit bloodier for this example. And here are some photos. I mean, it's tiny. So as you can see the reference, like this is a small scissor, and it's like very small compared to that zine. So let me again give you a little like better view with this. And like I said, it's like an accordion. It's like, but as you can see here, I have glued this. I used double-sided tape in order to glue it on top, and same thing for the back here. And in order to have it printed on a thicker paper, like this is like obviously red paper, I turned my whole design in black. So then whenever it printed, it gave me that really nice contrast, like so. So my challenge to you is do a zine, and if ever you're giving candies to your neighbors, maybe add it in there. And maybe it's not about being a good client, maybe it's about being a good neighbor. Have fun with it. I mean, I would love to know what you would like to have your mini zine about. And this is fun. This can become a gift. You can not only use it for Halloween, but for many other occasions, to a friend, to say happy birthday, for memories. Who knows? There's so much that you can do. So last thing I'm going to say is you can do all this using the remixable template, which is here. Have fun with it, and I cannot wait to be back and maybe do another challenge. Phil will be taking over from now on, but it has been an absolute blast doing all this with you. So thank you so much, and stay tuned for more. Take care. Bye.